attacked, the attack of the smartphone.
That's accurate.
New horror movie, right? Right.
Your horror movie, exactly.
The smartphone massacres.
I hope your arm doesn't get tired.
All right.
That's why I'm ducking.
Well, anyway, you may have seen, by the way, this model previously in AP1 when you were looking at the brain, the mid-sagittal section of the brain. Well, it's still here. Okay, so here we have the external nares, also referred to, as I've said, the nostrils. And now the air is going to pass through around the superior, middle, and inferior nasal conchae. I remember when we looked at the skull last semester, I really didn't make any comment about the turbinate bones. I don't know if your instructor did, but I didn't. It looks like a rabbit.
The
All right.
only way I can get it.
So Professor, the superior and inferior set is?
Superior, middle, inferior turbinate bones, or conchae, nasal conchae. This whole region in here is the nasopharynx. Okay? Do you see what this is supposed to be an opening? Now, obviously, there's not a real hole here, but this is where it is, the opening of the eustachian tube or auditory tube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, it's here.
Yeah,
Right
but
here.
it's not. I post them on YouTube. But what's his name?
Okay? Fine. All right. Now, of course, the oral cavity, air passes through here. You studied a lot more about the oral cavity, I believe, when you studied the digestive system. But the only thing I'd want to mention over here is the oropharynx over here. As you go further down, you have the laryngopharynx, pretty much at the level of the larynx. Now, in this mid-sagittal section, this one over here, we can see basically three of the cartilages making up the larynx. This over here is a section of the largest of the cartilages, the thyroid cartilage. Here and here are regions of the cricoid cartilage. Here is the anterior portion, posterior, because this comes around like this. So you have anterior, side, and posterior. All right. You don't have a posterior for the thyroid cartilage. The epiglottis or epiglottal cartilage is over here. Okay? So when you are swallowing, this goes up and this goes down. And so this closes off this, the glottis, so that nothing is supposed to get down here. But if something does, even if it's an itty-bitty, teeny-meeny amount of liquid, whatever, you're going to start coughing severely as this reflex just to get rid of anything that's down here. Here, in this model, this is supposed to represent the vocal folds or vocal cords. I will let your lecture instructor talk more about voice, speech, and all the stuff that goes on with that. All right. So the trachea basically begins right where this thing ends. Okay. This is here, where my stick is the esophagus. Okay. Where the food that you swallow is supposed to go. Right.
Pastor, you said.
And this over here, folks, is what? All you guys from last semester? The what?
The cerebral aqueduct.
No, where my stick is.
The cerebral aqueduct.
It's the fourth ventricle. Oh, yes, I remember it well, all right? Fourth ventricle, the third ventricle, here's the thalamus, there's the media eminence of it. What is this?
Sulcus.
The corpus callosum. So you're what, 0 for 3 or 4? All right, fine. These, what is this? The corpora quadrigemina.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
that's what I was trying to
The
say.
4 lobes.
Okay. What's this?
The pond, the pond.
Oh, so I finally got one right, all right, like that.
Yes.
Fine. Here's the pituitary.